everyone! I got a lot of requests on how I do my modified dino masks. So in this one, it's not going to be as much modified as what I normally do because the person wants to keep the dino mask teeth. With these commissions, or with my modified bases, what I do is I will mark out where I want to cut, which is this good old L shape that you see in most tutorials. You're going to make sure you want to do that on both sides of the mask. This person also wants to keep the interior gear, so I'm going to keep that as well. After you mark out where you want to cut, you're going to use a Dremel tool to cut out all of this part. And I'm pretty sure other people have done other things like a handsaw. Whatever you choose is up to you completely on what you're most comfortable with. In this clip, I used my Dremel sander bit to carve out the snout. I use the sander bits due to them not getting jammed like the blades do, so that it's like a way smoother cutting and I don't get freaked out from them. Next, you're going to want a glue gun, some mesh. It can either be plastic, fabric, like buckram or embroidery mesh. It all depends to you. I just use mesh because it's the most breathable material and you want to be able to like have semi airflow through the foam. You don't want to be too hot. What you're going to want to do is cut out a good piece that will fold, like be able to glue up here and fold down to here. So I'm going to want a piece that's about this big. Sometimes I eyeball it and I get it right, but other times I eyeball it and I get it absolutely wrong. So this time, you also want to make sure that it's wide enough to fold over to the edges so that it'll be sturdy. You don't want your mask falling apart. It's always good to have way too much than way too little, because you can always trim down, but you can't trim up. If your fingers are sensitive to heat, I suggest wearing silicone finger covers, but I just don't want younger audience burning themselves. No burning. And for glue sticks, I recommend using Gorilla Glue Hot Glue, as that is some of the sturdiest stuff. I've seen other fursuit makers use it as well. When you get to this stage, you're going to want to snip some edges so that you can fold over. I think the fabric is the better one to use because it actually absorbs into the material. This one, it just like kind of sticks on top, so you're going to definitely want to add more glue or sand it. Be smart and sand it so that everything grips together. Like with clay, you want to score. I also cut a little extra down here so that it's more rounded. Because again, this person wanted a big cat, but specifically in a more cartoony / cutesy style, like it's where it's round and cute. Now with these little flaps, you're going to want to fold them down and glue them. And you can also trim the edges if you want to keep the eyes like that. The plastic is definitely the worst to work with, but the best at keeping your mask secured. Like, it keeps it very sturdy with all the glue that you use. You're going to use a lot of glue. No, I'm just kidding. I've only used like one glue stick so far. Next, you're going to take your dino mask and place it on the side. You're going to want to get a rough shape of the face. I should have probably given myself that. Now I sketch out the shape I want for the snout, referencing the dino mask for proper measurements as I go on. Now you can see me holding up paper to the mask so I can start sketching out the shape I want for the cheeks. Later on, you can see me doing this on the other parts of the mask, forming out the face. Now you're going to trace your patterns onto 1 inch or 2.54 centimeter foam. I start with the snout and then go onto the cheeks and then forehead.
Thanks for watching.